to get my hair braided for the first fucking time, if I cry, mind your business. And if I look like a little peanut after, still mind your business.
Bitch, pray for me. If this braider snatch my scalp off, I'm suing. I don't even know if my little tender-headed ass is built for this. Y'all, she got me fighting for my fucking life. This ain't no braid, y'all. This is a scalp eviction notice, bitch. Oh, this? Yeah. First time braided and already feeling like I can ruin a man's life in 4 texts or less. P-E-R.
What's up, YouTube? We back with another one. I just want to remind everybody, remember back in the day when you thought of the word robot, you thought of this big metal clunky thing that had limited movement, and you know, you had the command to do everything, and then it had no thought of its own. But now it seems like things have changed. Even when you see shows now that we used to see with the robots, they have changed. Now, the first time I ever heard the word AI for me was in like Terminator, you know, and that was a new phrase of calling things. Now we get to really see what AI is really about.
Life is this. I like this.
Welcome to my first TikTok ever. So today I'm going to show you my face routine. So the first thing I do is wash my face with cold water. Then I go in with my toner, this Fenty Fat Water right here. Yeah, it's that girl. Finally, I finish up with my moisturizer. Can't forget to keep the glow, you know? Hey y'all, that's the routine clear. Now let me go mind my business and pretend I didn't just do all this to stay in the house.
I'm at this luxury mall and these old white folks keep looking at me like I'm crazy. Child, I do not care. First stop, Chanel.
I think I'm gonna buy this one.
Child, this sales associate kept acting like I couldn't afford to shop there. So you know I had to buy out the whole
You still
store.
hate me about my last dude. Sis, I'm with somebody new now. Catch up.
Get that camera out my face, and I just wanted some coochie out the queen, ho.
Can't get no coochie out the queen.
The only person that just bat an eye at the whole AI black woman trend thing that's going on right now, it's the Bigfoot one, and it's also the black woman in the grocery store at the mall talking to a white Karen to come up and approach her about her weave. It was funny at first until I see multiple videos, and it's getting a little bit scary because it's opened up the window for racism to slide through. Okay, and I don't like that because I don't know if they're telling AI to put in the ghetto, loud, black, ratchet stereotype of black women to generate those type of videos, or if they said just make a video of a black woman in the mall getting pressed by a white Karen and that's what it generates. I don't know, but whatever the sort, I don't want to see it on my page no more. And the fact that they have a Bigfoot as a black woman, no, I'm not interested.
Who is making these AI videos? And why do they all feel a little microaggressive? I guarantee you, something in my gut is telling me it's not one of us who's making them. So who's making them? Because why is there a gorilla pretending to be a black girl? Y'all don't find that a little... Maybe I'm just a little too woke. Maybe that's what it is.
Just left the clinic. I don't got the clap. Hallelujah. Now I do got fleas, but a little itch ain't never hurt nobody. Carried this baby for 9 months and he want to act like he ain't got responsibilities. He got jungle Wi-Fi but can't text me back. He out here beating his chest but won't beat these child support payments.
Now, black folks have always known that other races has called us monkeys and apes for a long time. But you see how slick AI has done it? It didn't say what race it was, but it took the voice and the actions and the charisma or the actions, of course, of a black woman. We all can hear it and see it, but it didn't actually say it was a black woman. So if that ever be contested, they could argue the fact that they never stated a race, but we all know what it is. But check this out.
Because he is cooperating. Don't make me run from you. Don't make me tase you.
If I'm being honest, when I saw your name, I almost skipped the resume. Thought it was one of those diversity hires. Talks like he's trying to be one of us, dresses like he's trying to scare us. No wonder nobody takes you seriously.
Hey, Spider-Man, you got any spare change?
How about you get a job, you
Hey, you got any chicken and watermelon, boy?
Hey, Lakeisha, what can I do for you today?
Y'all take EBT?
Hell nah, Lakeisha, you tripping. Shawty, come back when you get your money up and not your funny up broke, bitch.
Or somebody using AI characters to create a narrative about black women. Take a look at this.
Back in my days, we wouldn't do these hairstyles.
You keep worrying about my hair because you don't got none over.
I had to stop it there because they're about to have the little girl cussing, which is not realistic. Now take a look at this next video.
You are the most ugliest woman I've ever seen.
Girl, shut your dusty expired.
Once again, I had to stop it because it was about to get profane. My question is, who's creating these caricatures, because that's what they are, of black women? A simple search on TikTok of black AI characters or something of the sort will show you hundreds of personalities that are all stereotypical when it comes to women in the black community. According to Google, you can use any type of AI generator app to create these characters, which means there's somebody that's trying to push a narrative about us. Some people may try to dismiss this as playful or just social media. I actually think that it's quite harmful. Why do black women always have to be depicted as angry, as loud, as ignorant? We all know that these preconceived notions can affect how people treat us. So tell me in the comments, how does it make you feel when you see videos like this depicting black women?
These AI videos are absolutely caricatures of black women. It is racial fetishization. We know no matter how many times y'all get on here on your AI page and post that you're a black person behind the account, that you are not a black person behind the account. These AI clips are using AAVE, eating fried chicken, watermelons, and doing mukbangs. It's the obsession with black women. The obsession with using black women as comedic relief. We don't just have the white tea people to blame. We also have black men, the Tyler Perrys, the Martin Lawrences, who dressed up as black women for comedy. That's why the world sees us as a joke. Plus the history of minstrelsy, white tea people doing blackface. These AI videos are digital blackface. And it's so disgusting to me because I know that this is how the rest of the world has to view black American women. These AI short videos that view us as unintelligent, greedy, ghetto beings.
First of all, before I get into it, let me say this. I love black women. I always love black women. But now we come to a point in these days, it's hard to defend black women. Now you see them, a lot of these AI, okay, it kind of stressful to see certain things, kind of comic or rude or racist or however you want to think of it. But a lot of the stuff, how they characterize black women, is true, because that's what we see now. You can't even see a black woman now take a picture without turned around with her behind showing. These are things that they learning from you guys' videos, from what they see. This stuff they doing is not coming out of thin air. They copying it and pasting it, and they paint a narrative of what you showed them already. These are the things that they seeing. We as men, black men at that, see this all the time. Now AI is putting a mirror in front of you guys to see how we see you guys, and you don't like it.
I have a quick question. Where do we draw the line with cultural appropriation when it's AI that's doing it? A lot of the viral AI videos are of black content creators, black women specifically, and I just don't know how I feel about that. I'm lying. I know exactly how I feel about that. You feel me? It feels like a minstrel show. Because the prompt writers, are they black women? I don't think so. These AI using the N-word. What? There should be some sort of movement against digital blackface. That's what I'm calling it. I'm giving it a name. It's digital blackface. And it's a problem.
Y'all actually think I'm hiding the fact that I'm AI. Y'all keep saying AI, AI, AI. Just come, sit down, and follow me and enjoy the content. Love.
So are we just gonna ignore this?
You've been lied to, not once, not twice, but so many times that you started believing the biggest scam of the 21st century. They told you AI is just a tool, like a digital Swiss Army knife, a glorified assistant to make your life a little easier. Cute, right? Wrong. The truth? AI isn't a tool, it's a weapon. And while most people are busy asking ChatGPT to write bedtime stories, the real power players, the ones you'll never see on a Forbes list, are using AI to print money, bend industries to their will, and shift global power like they're playing chess against a bunch of distracted pigeons. By the time the average person realizes what's happening, the game will be over. Think about it. The biggest hedge funds are running AI algorithms that predict market moves before you even think about investing. The most powerful companies are using AI to outthink, outbid, and outmaneuver their competition at speeds that would make your head spin. Governments? They've been weaponizing AI for years, but they want you to think AI is just a fun gadget, a harmless little tech toy. Because as long as you're distracted, they stay ahead. That's the real game. That's the lie. And unless you wake up right now, you'll be just another pawn in the biggest power shift the world has ever seen. What should keep you up at night is this. Most people will never see it coming. Not because they're dumb or lazy, but because the system is designed to keep them comfortable, distracted, and blissfully blind to the biggest shifts happening right under their noses. Because the second you wake up, you become dangerous. Remember when everyone laughed at Bitcoin in 2010? That's a scam, they said, and then watched as others became billionaires. The internet, social media, YouTube, every massive shift has the same pattern: doubt, distraction, denial. And then, domination by those who saw it early.
You see how some of the AI videos is glitchy and kind of fumbly, and the hand coordination is not right, and when they eat, it can look kind of cartoony. Well, this is they tweaking out the system. And the more they keep tweaking it out and make it get better and better and more real, that at a certain point you're going to know who is real, who is fake. And that's the point they're getting at. And people, we get on these apps and you download your face and to make you look like a certain person or a model, or obviously how do you see these videos, these people filtering themselves. This is all the algorithm learning and watching you and your behavior. Now mark my words, they are using this to make companionship from these AI videos. It's gonna be robots looking like real people using your images, how you talk, how you speak. And to me, I think they're gonna have a lot of black women robots being sold as partners, as companionship partners. Because remember, black women are more fetishized than any other women. Mark my words. They doing it now. They working on it now. And we don't know how far they've gotten. But you see these movies telling you over and over again how they trying to make robots look more human and behave more human-like. And that term when people say women going to be single in 2030 and childless, I think AI is going to be part of the reason why.
Can you imagine what these men are going to do when they finally get their hands on a robot? Let me read some of these very predictable comments. Does it have a drain plug? We really only have one question. We're almost there, man. Lol. I can see the bangers designer got the memo. I like how her poke up instead of sag. I'm only interested in the other half. Why does it talk? Can you it? How flexible? Asking for a friend.
What's the purpose of this? We think there's a much bigger area in having social robots, so she can promote your brand. The AI is all customizable, so she can learn all about you and your brand.
Bought one and she still gets headaches. They can be muted, right? Not tonight, babe. I'm downloading an update. Does it do housework? And as you can imagine, it just goes on and on. This is a different video. Are the parts dishwasher friendly? How far does her mouth open? Not tonight, babe. Battery is low. I'm deleting Bumble. Vacuum mode. Does she get headaches? No bite mode. How many margaritas does it need? Why am I feeling sorry for a robot? Does it give With my luck, I'd get one that doesn't do backdoor.
They're more there to converse with you. It's companionship.
Of course men are sexualizing female robots because they don't even respect real women. They see us as objects that exist for their pleasure.
Men are now making out with robots. You cannot make this up. Ladies, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice, man. Men will always find a way. They will always find a solution. All they want you to do is cook them a meal, spread them legs here and there, keep the house clean. The AI robots are gonna be better looking than you. They're not gonna argue. They're not gonna fight back. They don't go on their menstrual. They're not emotional. And they're gonna be super intelligent because they're gonna be integrated with AI. Ladies, you're complaining now that men don't wanna deal with y'all. This is where it's heading. It's gonna get to a point where y'all gonna be comfortable dealing with the same dude knowing that he got 3 or 4 girls, because most of the dudes are just gonna clock out. Be like, nope, I'm gonna get my AI chick, man. I'm gonna order her on Amazon. Be here in 2 days, but I'm gonna marry her, man. She's smart. She can move my business. She's not gonna talk back to me, man. I'm good. The future's looking weird, bro. The future's gonna look so weird, it's not even funny, bro. This dude made out with a robot. You cannot make this up. Let's do it.
A few moments later.